All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a brand new video because somebody once asked me, hey, do something on Carnivore, or, one of these, like these Carnivore videos, whatever you want to call it. So I found this video, it just popped up, and I thought, yeah, okay, I'll do a video on this. It's with the Steak and Butter Girl and the GojiMan guy. So the GojiMan, I would call him, I don't know what to call him, man. He's like the proof slave. Is he the proof slave or a vegan slave? I'm really not sure what his channel's about. But I'll figure it out. I guess this slave it's a typical slave, man. He's gonna question something that's been around for hundreds of thousands of years, this diet, and claim that it's probably new. Like he's trying to compare it to a vegan diet, which is fake. But let's see what he says, okay?
Have you ever wondered why some people swear by the carnivore diet? Maybe you've heard about its incredible benefits from advocates like me, but wondered how it actually works.
See, I'm all about living the healthiest life possible. I lost both parents and a sister to chronic diseases, so if there is genuine health advice out there that I'm not aware of, then I'm all ears.
Typical human, he doesn't know anything. That's what I try to explain to you. You're born with instincts to survive. That's why he's out there seeking, my parents, they didn't survive. My sister, they have health problems and all that. Why do they have health problems? Because no human on this planet knows fuck all. They don't know anything. Get it, dude? Just like him. He don't know fuck all. So he's got to watch some lady based on her experiences and some information, maybe some, I don't know, opinions and experiences and some information. But of course, he's gonna have mostly, I believe he's gonna have mostly opinions. I haven't watched this video yet, but I already have a feeling I know what to say here.
So let's see what SteakandButterGal has to say.
Yeah, let's
roll
see
the titles.
Let's see what she has to say, dude.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As always, just a quick reminder that I'm now offering the SIBO organic acid, stool test and consult.
Well, there you go. What do you expect? He's a salesman every time. These channels, they're all into sales.
Or via my website. So if you have any health or digestive problems, then consider taking these tests.
Why would you have health or ingestion problems if you're eating your natural
insights with
diet?
QuickBooks Online.
Why would you have any of these problems if you're eating your natural diet?
In this box.
Sorry, I don't know what happened here. I clicked something. I'm gonna have to go back.
Have you ever
Sorry about that, friends. I messed up there. All right. I don't want to see a
years you've been
problems, then consider taking these tests, as they will provide a lot of very detailed information upon which you can
fuck, man. Why do people always have to bring this shit up, man? I'm not interested in your products, dude.
Start making informed decisions and then start getting your health back on track. And
why do you need to get your health back on track? Because you don't know what the fuck you're eating? Every animal out there knows what to eat, but you as a human being, you do not know what to eat. I guess you have to go through trials and tribulations to find out what is your diet.
That bombshell to the video.
For years, you've been told that carnivore will change your life. But where's the proof? Whether you're a beginner just getting started.
It will change your life. Your natural diet will change your life, okay? It'll make your life normal again.
Or a carnivore veteran, what's going on in your body when you're on this diet is truly amazing.
That word proof, such a funny little word, isn't it? Flat earthers will say there is so much proof the earth is flat. Things like the horizon always looks flat. If the earth was spinning, we would feel it, and seeing distant objects proves flatness. There is...
Wow, what a comparison, eh? His problem is he's like these people, the group thing. Everybody's in a group thing. He's like the guy that would join the group and they're all at McDonald's. But I don't want to be left out and destroying myself, so I've got to eat the Happy Meal too with all the rest of my friends. We're all going to school together, so we all might as well destroy each other the same like each other, because it's a group thing. Let's all group together and destroy ourselves eating this destructive food called McDonald's. You understand how things work in society? The person, they're going to be like, no, I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat that. You feel kind of left out because you want to drink water and eat real meat. And meanwhile, these guys want to down Coca-Colas all day, destroy their health, and eat these shitty French fries and shit.
So much proof that exists in the world that can
There's the proof. What more proof do you need? There's more
be
proof on the
pulled
way.
apart in seconds by science and logic. So
Yeah.
let's see if steak and butter
Science and he says science and logic. No, experience is based on experience. Have you seen the vegan compilations, dude, recently? Come on, man.
Girl provides a proof or proof.
And I think it's time you knew the details. So in this video, we're diving deep into the science behind the carnivore diet to uncover 3 proven ways it can absolutely transform your health and wellness, and give you the science behind these epic changes.
I love science, so let's see what you've got for us.
From weight loss to improved mental clarity, get ready to discover why so many are starting the carnivore diet and why they stay on it.
That's a difficult statement to
Yeah.
say for a start, as the carnivore diet is a relatively new diet trend, so not a lot of time has lapsed with lots of people on the diet. People have stayed on the diet for the last few years, yes, but lots of people have not managed to stick with the diet. But we should never look at short-term interventions without understanding the longer-term implications. Heart disease and cancer generally happens over decades and not just a few years. So a few 100,000 doing a diet for a few years does not prove the diet is safe and effective and healthy over the longer term.
But first,
What is he talking about? It's been our diet for hundreds of thousands of years. It's healthy for the long term. It's healthy for everything. I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. He's crazy.
let me tell you why thousands, if not tens of thousands of people have ditched the veggies, sugars, and bread for a carnivore diet. Unfortunately, there are a lot of smoke and mirrors when defining what is actually healthy. When you're consuming veggies, fruits, carbs,
I'll tell you what's healthy. Something that doesn't destroy you. That's what.
sugars, your body is subjected to a cascade of biochemical reactions that
Or something that doesn't enslave you like an addiction. I find that you're not addicted to meat because it has a stop mechanism because of the nutrients that are in it. Here's the difference between carnivore and these people eating these so-called vegan, fake, whatever, fake diets that people eat out there. When you eat your natural diet meat, eventually it tastes really good in the beginning, but then it stops tasting good at some point, meaning you're full with nutrients. You don't need to eat any more than that. That's why you don't need to eat 3 meals a day or any kind of meals a day. You eat when you're hungry, and then it'll stop you at some point because you get enough nutrients. So, yeah, and these other foods, there's no nutrients in them. Your body can consistently consume them because it's based on an addiction. It isn't based on nutrition. It's based on addiction. Sugar, cellulose, and water and toxins you're addicted to them, and so you can consume them forever. There's no stop mechanism because your body doesn't see this as a vitamin. It doesn't. It's like filling up your gas tank with gas when you eat meat because it's filled with nutrients, minerals and vitamins and nutrients. So your cells, they fill up really quick, they tank, and then that's it. Now the sugar, it's not a vitamin, it's not anything, it's a drug. And so when you're taking it in, you're consuming a drug. And here's the problem. Since meat has a stop mechanism, it'll start making it taste like not so good anymore and you stop. But when it comes to eating these fake diets, they're all sugar diets. The first hit is the most tremendous hit. And so you're trying to chase that same hit from the beginning. That's why you can't stop eating the chips. Then you eat a second bag, a third bag, a fifth bag, then you eat candy bars, this, that. You're trying to chase that first hit.
can destroy your health.
If we are talking about whole form fruits and vegetables, then this is the type of diet that I follow, and therefore...
What? You follow a man-made fake engineered diet? Fruits and vegetables? They don't exist. They don't exist in nature, dude. They exist on farms. Those aren't the ones that are found out in nature. And if you were to eat the ones that are out in nature, if you did find any, most likely you wouldn't be eating them.
If there's a cascade of biochemical reactions that could destroy my health, then I'm all for hearing the...
It can destroy your health. Fructose is very destructive to your mitochondria, and so is your DNA. And it's in science. All these things are found in science. They have oxalates in them. They have all kinds of destructive things. It's a behavior, what you're exuding here right now. It's a behavior. It isn't natural. It's unnatural.
Proof for this.
When you indulge in
Yes, drugs are addictive, man. They got sugar in them,
a
bro.
diet rich in veggies, fruits, and carbs, this influx of sugar sends your blood sugar levels skyrocketing, triggering a surge of
Oh, it does a lot more than that. It destroys your mitochondria, DNA, makes you dysfunctional over time, gives you it'll set off a whole array of things like fucking every chronic disease you can imagine. As soon as you get one chronic disease, another one pops up, then a third one, a fourth one, a fifth one. They just astronomically, it's like a deck of cards.
insulin production from your pancreas.
So I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and carbs and have zero issues with.
No, you don't. He's lying. He doesn't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and carbs. He eats moderately, a moderate amount. And I can guarantee you, he's eating meat. He's eating meat. He's eating a lot of carnivore stuff. I don't know, chicken, beef, pork, whatever it is he's doing, it isn't just fruits and vegetables he's eating a lot of. So he's a lie. Because if you watch the vegan compilation, why are all the vegans turning carnivore? Because they're falling apart. Doesn't work without it. He wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for me.
Blood sugars. Is that proof that fruits, vegetables, and carbs are healthy? No.
Yes, it is. It's proof when the vegan compilation pops out and they were on pure carnivore fruits and veggie diets and their hair's falling out, their pee-pee, their nails and everything else. And then, oh, I didn't know I was going to be making this video. And guess what? Oh, they're all turning carnivore. I don't see any carnivores turning vegan, but all vegans are turning carnivores. And if there is any out there trying to turn vegan, it's because it's propaganda. They want to sell you something.
That is my personal anecdote. The EPIC study...
That is his personal anecdote, but he didn't provide any proof. I can provide proof. Look in my community section. There's vegan compilation. You can type in Google vegan compilation 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and look at all the vegans that are turning carnivore because the vegan diet failed because it's a fake diet. Fake diets fail.
500,000 people. The Nurses' Health Study, 200,000 people. The
Don't need those studies. I need proof. I need real examples by real people out in the real world, and I can prove it's on Google, like I just said. Okay, dude. It's based on experiences, not some stupid fake study.
Your study, 135,000 people. The Harvard Chancellor.
I don't give a shit. How about a couple of billion people that eat meat out there? If it was so bad, they'd be all dead, dude. Get it? That's what's sustaining them. And you notice now, the less meat they eat, the more sick they get. So there's the proof.
School of Public Health Study, 187,000 people.
Yeah.
The DASH diet trial.
There's no such thing. He's making it up. That's bullshit, dude.
That we could literally go on and on. These are...
We can go on and on. And this is the typical slave that's out there that thinks he knows something. He's been enslaved by the system, a personal slave. And then he's like, yeah, the slave diet is real. And he wants to convince you that being a slave and eating eating slave food and all this, next thing you know, he's going to convince you that going to a slave school and going to a slave job, earning a slave wage, going to your slave store, buying the slave food is the best thing that you could do.
Some of the most robust studies available.
Yes.
Are they perfect studies?
Those robust studies are made for slaves like you, dude. And you're the slave reading it. What do you expect?
Studies and trials? Clearly not.
Christ.
But surely if a cascade of biochemical reactions were occurring that were damaging people's health, surely these types of studies would demonstrate these types of issues.
They are. They are. They're already showing people are falling apart. They're becoming infertile. They're not having kids anymore. They're so sick already. They're eating unnatural, all kinds of unnatural things. Dentistry, they're going to the dentist, they're going to doctors, pharmacies. All these things don't exist in nature. They're all man-made. They're fake. They're a business. They all leech off each other like a business. If everyone were to go back on their natural diet like they were out in wild, none of these things are a necessity. They would all be dead. The whole industry would be dead. The people that make the machines for the dentistry, the dentists, their tools, all of them, they'd be dead, gone. The tools for the hospital itself, everything, the people, the jobs, all gone. Get it? The pharmacy, the pharmaceutical companies, their money, their machines, their computers, and everything would be gone, disappear. Get it? All of them disappear. Health food stores, nutrition, whatever this stuff, nutritionists, everybody gone out the door. Get it, bro? They'd be out of a job. You understand me? That's the reason why it's propagandized.
Over time, this chronic elevation in insulin levels can lead to insulin resistance. Furthermore, many vegetables and fruits contain anti-nutrients such as lectins and phytates, which can
Don't forget oxalates.
interfere with nutrient absorption and wreak havoc on your digestive system.
Again, she is saying a lot, but showing no proof to support her arguments. In contrast,
Yes, look at the vegan compilation. They're all turning into carnivores because she is giving. Bro, why don't you look it up yourself? Are you so lazy? Oh, she's not giving proof of this. Are you disproving it? I just see you talking. You didn't disprove anything that she said yet.
numerous comprehensive studies have shown that common cooking methods,
What studies? Show us one study. Show me one study.
so boiling, steaming, microwaving and frying, so on, significantly reduce anti-nutrients in fruits and vegetables. Reviews in journals like
Oh, they reduced the anti-nutrients. So he actually admitted there's anti-nutrients in these fruits and vegetables. And now he's saying, well, if you steam them and cook them and stuff and all that, that will reduce it. But they're still in their juices. It's still there. Maybe you've reduced it, but guess what happens? You're going to eat more of it. That's the problem.
comprehensive reviews in Food and Science and Food Safety and Food Chemistry found that
But they admit plant food anti-nutrient factors and the reduction strategies. Oh, you're trying to reduce the anti-nutrient, but you're reducing, but you haven't eliminated, dude. Get it? You haven't eliminated
cooking
it.
decreases anti-nutrients like phytates, oxalates,
This is fucking typical slave behavior. You understand me? This guy fucking thinks he knows something, and he has no fuck all, man.
tannins, lectins and protease inhibitors, enhancing nutrient bioavailability.
Whatever.
But that is cooked fruits and
Listen, just because you have a cute accent, that doesn't mean that you've got a brain to go with it.
vegetables. Clearly, if you're eating uncooked fruits and vegetables, then you're going to fall apart. Well,
What? Clearly, if you eat uncooked fruits and vegetables, you're going to fall apart. So, man, that made absolutely no sense. Whatever.
not quite. Large studies such as those in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and the Journal of Nutrition found that anti-nutrient levels in uncooked fruits and vegetables
Okay, look, there's no anti-nutrients in carnivore diet. Okay, there you go, dude. That's why it's better diet, okay?
are too low to pose health risks. These studies conclude that one would need to consume excessively large quantities for adverse effects, making their presence in a typical diet negligible. So again, Steak and Butter Gal is saying a lot of things, but I'm still waiting for the proof.
You feel lethargic.
Again, man, the proof is people's experiences, okay? And there are studies on it already. It's protective against cancer, this, that, and it's packed with nutrients, meat, okay? And a whole bunch of stuff. Man, we need to go really into this.
And need to eat even more. These anti-nutrients can also damage the delicate lining of our gut, leading to leaky gut syndrome, a condition where
Yes, that happened to me. I believe everything she says. I've tried these things and they cause these problems, yes.
toxins and undigested food particles leak into our bloodstream, triggering an immune response and contributing to systemic inflammation. Imagine your gut becoming a battleground with harmful compounds, tearing apart the protective barrier, allowing toxins to infiltrate your bloodstream, poisoning your body from within.
Sounds terrible. Tell me more.
And let's not forget about the detrimental
Oh, he's finally listening. It's about time the slave listens.
effects of certain plant compounds known as oxalates. Oxalates have been implicated in the formation of kidney stones and can wreak havoc on your urinary tract. It's like having sharp, jagged crystals forming within your kidneys, causing excruciating pain and potentially irreversible damage to your urinary and filtration systems. But perhaps most concerning of all is the impact of plant-based diets on your mental health.
Again, we have words coming from her mouth.
Absolutely correct. That's what happened when the vegan compilation come out.
No proof, just words.
Vegan compilation, there's the proof, bro. What else more do you need?
So here is some proof. UK Biobank, over 500,000 participants found lower depression and anxiety with higher fruit and vegetable intake.
Yeah, so have other drug addicts taking cocaine and everything. Here's a study. They did a study on rats, right, dude? They did a study on rats. They put cocaine and they put sugar there. Guess what? All the rats went for the sugar. Want to know why? Because it's a much more powerful drug than cocaine or even opium. You want to read the study? Sugar is a much more powerful drug than cocaine or opium or any other drug that's made from plants. And sugar is a legalized drug, just like alcohol and marijuana. It's a legalized drug. It's made from plants. All plants are drugs, and all drugs are made from where? Plants, dude. All drugs are made from what? Plants. Because plants are drugs. What the fuck part does this guy not understand? Whoa, they felt good because they felt good. Like they felt, ooh, they felt good. A lot of people feel good when they smoke marijuana and snort cocaine, don't they too? That's the reason why they do it, or drink alcohol to make themselves dizzy. Why do people eat a lot of sugar? Comfort food, remember? Make you feel good, like he just said. Oh, they got diet, sleep, and mental health. Oh, yeah, wait till they get older. They fall apart.
ALS, WH, 40,000 Australian women showed lower psychological distress with higher fruits and vegetable consumption.
Yeah, it'll last for a while until it destroys you. You understand me? All drugs make you feel your depressed symptoms go away and all this kind of whatever, eating this stuff, because it's the same like drugs. That's why they give you marijuana. You smoke it, you're not depressed anymore. You drink alcohol, your depression goes away. Eat sugar, your depression goes away. It's short term though. It's short term. It isn't long term.
Hunt study, 33,000 participants had better mental health with increased fruits and vegetable intakes.
Yeah, I know a lot of drug addicts that have better mental health. You understand me? That's the whole point. That's because they're all slaves. They're eating crap all day. That's why they're going to a slave job, going to a slave school, slave store, and slave wife and slave kids and whatever else going on out there that they hate. They're seeing their slave boss, going back to their slave home.
Keep going and going with these large studies. But again, let's give SteakandButterGal the benefit
Isn't he a genius, eh?
of the doubt and see if she's going to drop the bombshell proof that she claims.
Studies have shown that diets high in carbs and sugar can contribute to mood swings, anxiety, and even depression. This is due in part to the rapid fluctuations.
They do, like all drugs. They lead to depression afterward. They suppress the suppression for a while, and then when it wears off, you're more depressed than when you started on these drugs.
Blood sugar levels, as well as the disruption of neurotransmitter functions caused by certain plant compounds.
Do you live in Canada?
Yeah.
If yes,
Refined foods and carbs and junk foods, absolutely. The proof supports that these foods
But they're made from plants, dude. These so-called processed foods and things, they're all made from plants. I thought fruits and veggies are good for you.
can affect blood sugar and mental health. But there is a world away
They could affect blood sugar and mental health. I thought you said they were good for your mental health. Come
from
on.
whole foods and processed refined foods.
When you're eating bad foods,
What? They're all the same thing, dude. They're unnatural. They're man-made. They're engineered. They don't exist. Whatever.
disguised as healthy and harmless, your brain chemistry becomes imbalanced, plunging you into a dark abyss and robbing you of joy and vitality. So there you have it, the dark side of a diet rich in veggies, fruits, carbs, and sugar.
Again, more words and no proof.
Now, let's
Yeah, there's proof it's not your natural diet. It's sugar. It's made from plants. It's a drug, dude. It's a drug. They made studies on it.
skip the bread and get into the butter of how carnivore, bar none, has proven itself to
Look, I've brought these studies up on my channel before. I don't want to have to keep turning the screen and then bringing them up. I can bring up stuff on fructose, on oxalates and everything. It's destructive. Man, you just have to type it. NCBI oxalates, boom, all this, plants, poison, whatever. Talk about fructose, this, that, what it does to your body, your DNA, destroys you.
be an epic strategy for health and wellness that really works. So having been carnivore for over 5 years, I'm going to make the first point that eating more meat and less of everything else will heal your body from years of abuse or disease.
And there was me thinking that it's the vegans who were the indoctrinated ones.
Carnivore is an elimination.
Oh my God, vegan doesn't exist. Just because she's telling you you should eat your natural diet and stop eating things that are unnatural and engineered and whatever processed by man, Why is that a bad thing? She's been indoctrinated. Give me a break, bro.
Nation diet, less so because of what you can no longer eat, and more so because you truly are eliminating something important, which is all kinds of inflammation.
You're eliminating everything that's unnatural.
Let's start with insulin resistance, otherwise known as hyperinsulinemia.
And that's unnatural as well.
Insulin resistance occurs when cells in your body don't respond effectively to insulin,
It occurs when you eat things that are unnatural, that you put them in your body. That's what happens.
causing glucose levels to rise exponentially. Symptomatically, insulin resistance can lead to fatigue, the infamous Buddha belly bloat, and, oh yeah, weight gain.
And those things are unnatural. They should not be happening.
All these things signal a serious imbalance in blood sugar levels. Imagine your body
No, they're seriously unnatural and unnatural events. They should not be happening.
becoming resistant to its own insulin, leaving glucose unable to enter your cells for energy production, leading to a relentless cycle of high blood sugar levels and insulin overload.
Waiting for that sting in the tail.
But the repercussions don't stop there. The consumption of carbohydrates and sugar also sets the stage for inflammation to run rampant through your body. This chronic stage of inflammation has been linked to a myriad of health problems, including
Yeah, which is unnatural again.
cardiovascular disease, autoimmune and metabolic disorders, and even cancer.
Which are all unnatural. They should not be happening. When you eat unnatural food, that happens. Not when you're eating natural food.
Which we know from Dr. Thomas Seyfried is an inflammatory metabolic disease.
Show us the proof that these diseases are resultant from eating whole food, fruits and vegetables.
Okay, show us that it's a disease from eating a natural diet, dude. Show us. That never happened before when people were eating it natural. Why, when people start eating these unnatural man-made diets, these pop out? So show us your proof. You keep asking her for proof. Where is your proof? You're all talk and no action.
And not a genetic one. Picture your body's immune
You want my proof? Vegan compilation. There you go.
system going into overdrive, attacking healthy tissues and organs, leaving you vulnerable to a host of debilitating illnesses. Have you ever wondered why you wake up with pain in your shoulder, back, neck for no good reason? That's called inflammation. Studies have shown that reducing or eliminating intake of inflammatory foods, such as refined carbohydrates and processed foods, can lead to a decrease in markers of inflammation in the body.
She even said it there, refined carbohydrates and processed foods. What is this video even about?
Did you see that blonde girl that was a vegan and then she ate what was it, salmon for the first time, and she goes, oh my god, my brain is working. And then she ate some meat and she says, oh my god, I have a sex drive for the very first time. And everything just restored itself. She was falling apart, no energy, nothing. She was just completely coming apart. And all these other vegans that are coming apart with their hair falling out and their nails and their pee-pee not working and everything else, and have no sex drives whatsoever, they're dead.
In a study titled Behavioral Characteristics Among 2029 Adults Consuming a Carnivore Diet, patients were shown to have significant improvements in insulin sensitivity.
Of course they do, because improvements, no, it's your body, it'll function normally. A robot functions normally when it eats, when it consumes its natural energy source. If you get in an abnormal energy source, well, then it can't function properly, now can it? So these are just normal functions you're seeing here. That's a normal, bro. But that guy's so unnatural. He doesn't even know what's the difference.
And glycemic control after only 12 weeks on the carnivore diet.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your...
That she is referring to is, quite frankly, a joke of a study. It has a...
Oh, okay. It's coming from a slave like you. Yes, of course. It must be a joke, right? Because, you know, I've been indoctrinated as a slave. I'm a slave from a slave channel called GojiMan Slave Channel.
lack of a control group. It has only a short-term perspective. It has a large selection of bias as participants were...
It does? Well, you want me to get you the participants? Let me see. Let's see. Vegan compilation. Let's see the vegan... Well, we can watch 2022 or 2023. We can watch them all if you want. There's many of them. We just love these compilations. Here's one. We love these compilations.
This is going to be a difficult one.
Oh, yeah?
Don't know how to start, don't know where to start.
I bet she does it. That's how healthy it is. She doesn't know where to start.
I can't believe I'm making this video.
Why I am no longer vegan. That is right, after 10 years.
Today I wanted to talk about veganism and why I'm no longer vegan. It's so crazy.
Today's video is going to be on why I'm no longer vegan.
So when I had steak for the first time, mind you, like I said, it feels like I had steak for the first time because it was a vegan, so all my taste buds completely gone. When I had steak for the first time, it tasted so good.
After 6 years of living and preaching the vegan lifestyle, I no longer follow a vegan, plants-only diet.
She was one of the most beautiful and healthy women in Hollywood, but she said one thing she needed to do was quit veganism.
I went from being vegan for 7 years to not being vegan anymore.
No, I was vegan for, I hit the 6-year mark right on the dot, and then I started eating eggs.
Wow, they're no longer vegan anymore. Let's see another one. I just gotta love these vegan fucking compilations.
It's not right for you. Yeah, so if you do see me, I don't know, eating an egg one day, don't comment.
And
let's see the.
When I was first vegan, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think you could ever change my mind for being vegan.
this is not a video that I thought I would ever make.
Never thought in a million.
I bet they never thought they were gonna make that video, but man, when that shit destroys you, when shit hits the fan, boom, bro.
Years that I would be venturing out to try animal products because I have been conditioned to believe.
And I've been vegan.
Yes, you've been conditioned to believe in fake.
For over 10 years now.
And you've been enslaved, indoctrinated as a slave.
And I still can't believe it myself. I literally thought I'd be vegan for the rest of my life.
Really?
But we'll get into why I'm no longer vegan.
Because they were falling apart.
I'm vulnerable. Why? That makes me feel weak and so uncomfortable.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22 vegan. That's the new diet.
Thought I would be making this video.
Oh, you weren't going to be making this video? You thought you were going to be vegan forever, and guess what? You're no longer vegan. Okay.
I'm no longer vegan after 6 years.
Wow.
I had great energy in the beginning. It wasn't until like 5 years in, those last couple of years, that I just started to feel defeated.
So I noticed that my hair was falling out significantly. And so a couple years into it, I started getting B vitamin shots once a week. And that seemed to help a little bit, but there was just something with my energy. It just like every year, it started to teeter off more and more and more.
Yeah, 6 years since I've been a vegan. I'm losing my hair. I'm losing enough energy, so I need that energy, so I need that protein itself.
About why I'm no longer vegan. The first thing was the tiredness. The second thing was my hair was falling out in clumps, and all you could see on my white floors was red clumps of hair.
Yeah,
and it got to the point.
Gee, I wonder why that is. It's such a healthy fucking diet, dude.
Well, I didn't have the energy anymore to sweep up on a daily basis, and I just left it. I didn't even have the strength to
Do we need more proof, or what? We need studies for this?
To sweep it up. I didn't have the strength to do anything. So when you're in this vegan zone and you think that that's the only healthy diet, you're just going to try and, well, maybe I need to go raw, maybe I need to add more supplements, maybe I need to take less supplements, maybe I need to do this and do this. And
you know, I was vegan for a total of 4 years. The fatigue was so debilitating to the point where as though like I could spend like 23 hours in the bed. Anxiety.
I mean, man, do I need to go on? You can watch these compilations yourself. So there's I don't need to prove myself or anything here. This is stupid.
bought 3 of these.
This is stupid shit, bro.
Were self-selected and had a predisposed favourable view on the carnivore.
No, they weren't pre-selected, dude. They were really telling the truth, bro, in those vegan compilations, dude.
Diet, and there was very little nutritional analysis in the study. So
no, though there wasn't little nutritional things in the study in the vegan compilations, dude. No, they were really fucking. Their hair was really falling out, and their pee-pee wasn't working, and their nails were falling out, and their teeth were falling out as well. I could show you more. I don't have time to go into all of it. Where they're complaining about their teeth and their gums falling out, and a whole bunch of stuff. They're literally disintegrating, dude. They're disintegrating, dude, on a fake diet.
Again, where is this proof?
On a slave diet. That's the proof
that we were promised.
Supporting this are findings.
That was the proof. I provided it. You want to watch the rest of those vegan compilations? They're proof enough. Why don't you do a video on those vegan compilations and try to dismantle what they're telling you? Try to prove that they're faking it. How about that?
Published in the American Journal of Lipid Research showcasing metabolic benefits of the carnivore diet, including reductions in fasting insulin levels and improvements in lipid profiles, further supporting its ability.
I trust this lady. She is absolutely correct. This is true. Basically your body is restoring itself to homeostasis. It's out of homeostasis when it eats a fake diet. It returns to homeostasis, which means what she just told you. Normal levels have leveled off because you were out of homeostasis the whole time.
To reverse hyperinsulinemia.
Without seeing the name,
no, you're reversing hyperinsulinemia. You're out of homeostasis. Your body is returning to something called homeostasis, which is a normal thing you're supposed to be in. Like all these people faking it, doing exercises and stuff, you're out of homeostasis. Your body doesn't like exercise. What does it do? Wants to return to homeostasis.
Difficult to find the study that she is referring to.
Now that your chronic blood sugar spikes will stop, your blood sugar finally has a chance to go back to normal. And since the cause behind type 2 diabetes is
yes, it has a chance to go back to homeostasis. Please use the proper scientific terminologies. Thank you.
Chronically elevated blood sugar and insulin levels, you guessed it. A carnivore diet can reverse diabetes and other autoimmune diseases.
Your natural diet can prevent and stop these diseases. Yes, definitely. That's what is causing it. You have to stop eating those things that are creating diseases and start eating your natural diet. Yes.
Chronically elevated levels of blood sugar is a net negative effect of type 2 diabetes.
And what is causing the diabetes, dude? What is causing it? What do you think? That unnatural diet, you fool.
Not the root cause of it.
Yes,
and her claim that
it is the absolute root cause of it. Insulin is going up super high to try to remove the sugar that's inside there. I don't see any sugar in meat, do you? I don't see any sugar in there. It says zero sugar. It says zero toxins. What are you talking about?
Carnivore diet reverses diabetes and autoimmune diseases.
It doesn't reverse diabetes. It's simply, how should I put it? It allows your body to go back to homeostasis. If your body's diabetic, it's out of homeostasis. So once the sugar stops, the drugs, when you stop taking these drugs, it goes back to homeostasis. It's like alcohol. When you drink alcohol, you're out of homeostasis. When you stop drinking it, goes back to homeostasis. Just like marijuana or anything. Once the chemical effect wears off, goes back to homeostasis.
Is a long stretch at best. And let me show you how stupid her statements really are.
Wow, he's what to call her stupid. Man, this is the stupidest slave I've ever seen in my entire life.
Alpha-gal syndrome is an allergic reaction to alpha-gal, a sugar found in the tissues of most animals caused by a tick bite. So similar to Lyme disease, people get bitten by a tick and then they run into health issues. In the case...
Okay, they get bit by a tick and they run into health issues because they're unhealthy. Their immune system is out of whack because they're out of homeostasis. If their immune system was intact, being on a natural diet, then actually being bit by Lyme, I've heard, and this is what I've heard, is that it doesn't affect you. Now, I'm not saying that something toxic can't harm you. Now, they're not saying that Lyme is toxic. I don't know. They say it can cause a disease, but your immune system should be able to fight it off. But if you get fucking bit by a tarantula or, I don't know, a fucking black mamba, yeah, you've seen animals get bit by a black mamba. They're kind of shaking, dude. Yes, they're in pain. They're dying because the toxicity is extremely high. It's enough to kill you.
Of alpha-gal syndrome, people have allergic reactions to eating meat. Does that...
Yeah, people say, well, how do you cure, like, what is this? People get herpes and all these weird diseases and everything. And even, why don't some people get HIV and some people catch it having sex? They say, oh, they're immune from getting HIV. They're immune because their immune system is intact, because they're eating a natural diet. So people that eat the unnatural diets where their system is out of whack. So you'll notice that these things are not gonna appear anymore when you're on your natural diet. The psoriasis, the eczema, your skin diseases, your whatever disease, sexual diseases, whatever you call it, they're all gonna disappear and go away. Once you go on a natural diet, have a high nutrient diet, your body can function properly and can fight these things, and they just disappear, they go away.
Mean that meat is bad for everyone because some people react to meat when they have this disease? Clearly not.
It's not that they react to meat when they have this disease. They're not reacting to the meat. What happens is your system is back online because there's nothing interfering.
Underlying problem that is causing this reaction.
It's like your car. You have a Ferrari. When you put regular gas in it, it's not functioning properly. But then once you put in, it's out of homeostasis. But once you put in, like, premium gas, the gas that's supposed to be in the Ferrari, the best gas, the most expensive, it starts running properly. Why is that? Because it's not meant to run on shit gas.
SteakandButterGal will say that if you eat fruits and vegetables and you bloat, that this is proof that these foods are bad for you.
If you bloat, you will bloat. What is he talking about? You bloat. You get inflammation. There's an inflammatory response. Why is he's never even explained to you why, if you eat fruits and vegetables, why are you getting an inflammatory response? Why are you shooting gas out your ass constantly eating that? But if you eat meat, you're not shooting gas out your ass and you're not suffering from inflammation in your belly. So why are you suffering from that? It's in your body's speaking to you. It's telling you, we don't want that. It's causing these problems.
But she will never say that you may have SIBO or other known problems that cause you to have reactions to certain foods.
You don't have any problems. What's causing the problems is a diet which is deficient, a diet which is artificial. You're eating something you're not supposed to. That's why. It's toxic.
The foods aren't the issue, it's the underlying...
No, those foods are the issue. When you feed the improper food to animals, the same thing happens to them. Have you seen animals like this? I have a section there, they call it domesticated animals. Do they look like the same animals in the wild, the ones that have been domesticated? What's domesticating them? Mostly the diet and the environment. The environment and the diet domesticates them. Do you understand me? But when they go out into nature, why does their DNA change so quickly? They change. They come back to being beasts. Just like you're a domesticated slave. That's why you don't look like your better half. You don't look big, strong, and muscular because you're not hunting. You're not using your body in a hunting manner to hunt and to eat. And you're not eating your natural diet. So you're just like nothing. You're just a weak piece of sack of nothing.
Issues in the body that are the real problem. But like all carnivore logic, 2 plus...
No, you're the issue. You're a slave. You've been enslaved and you just don't know it. And so you're chasing your tail in circles while the people that have enslaved your slave masters are just looking down and laughing at you.
2 equals 72.
A landmark clinical trial publication reported complete remission of diabetes in a significant proportion of participants following a carnivore diet for 12 months, accompanied by substantial reductions in HbA1c levels and improvements in insulin sensitivity.
So the landmark trial that she is referring to is the behavioural and self-reported health status trial that we discussed earlier, with all of its known drawbacks.
Similarly, findings from a meta-analysis published in The Lancet...
Yeah, I believe everything she says, yes. The bodies have returned to homeostasis, yes.
It demonstrated superior glycemic control and reduced among individuals adhering to a carnivore diet compared to...
When you're trying to solve a problem and something's not working, you tear it apart and put it together again. You eliminate, they call it elimination. You eliminate things that are going to cause problems. When you're a tanker, like when you're developing a tank for war or a machine gun or a gun, you may have some problems there, and then you start eliminating these problems so you can run efficiently. The tank has to run efficiently. You don't want it to run with all these problems. That was a problem during the war. A lot of the people had these problems where the machines were running inefficiently because they ran into all these problems. They discovered them later. Weight to ratio and things like that, tracks and whatever the hell was going on there. steering, speed, a loader to load the ammunition into there and fire it, a whole bunch of stuff. They ran into so many problems. Steering. There's millions of things going on there. How do they fix it? By eliminating the problems. Get it?
Additional diabetes management strategy.
With no study cited here, it's difficult to comment on what she is talking about.
So did you catch that part about the medications? Because that doesn't only apply to people fighting diabetes. Heartburn, fatty liver disease, or alcoholic fatty liver disease, blood pressure issues, gut issues like IBS, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, and skin issues like psoriasis, acne, eczema, any number of autoimmune issues. These are
psoriasis, psoriasis and all that. They all go away. They all go away because the toxins are causing them to pop out. It's not an artificial diet. These are problems, and then you want to eliminate them. How do you eliminate them? Going back on your natural diet.
All diseases where if you are suffering from them and require medication, there is no reason why you won't be able to go carnivore and reverse them completely within a few months, and for some, possibly within a few weeks.
She's absolutely correct. She's absolutely correct.
It's absolutely terrifying what people will repeat in echo chambers. There is
no, there's compilations on it. Man, do I have to bring out more compilations, dude? Can you not just look it up on fucking internet? It's everywhere, man. Christ. This guy's such a slave, eh?
No such thing as a magic diet.
Maybe I'll call him the lazy slave.
You can be potentially healthy on any number of diets.
Never said there was a magic diet. There's only your natural diet, like every other animal out there in nature. There's your diet.
We see proof in the literature that you can be healthy eating plants.
My parents fed me plants and I was never healthy. I was always off kilter because I was out of homeostasis. Always. In your mind, you're trying to convince yourself you're healthy eating these things because somebody told you somewhere, somehow over the rainbow, they told you it was healthy. So why is science saying it's anti-nutrient? If they're saying it's anti-nutrient, they didn't say it was healthy. They said anti-nutrient. If something's anti, that means it's not healthy. What part did this slave not understand the difference? Can he not read the literature? Is he that dumb? Is he that fucking stupid that it says anti-nutrient? It didn't say nutrient, it says anti-nutrient. When you read meat doesn't say there's anti-nutrients in beef. It doesn't say anti-nutrient in there in any study. Get it, dude? And it's not deficient in any nutrients. And plants are deficient. And you can't absorb them. It's anti-nutrient. And sugar is not a vitamin. It's a drug. And cellulose, you can't digest it. See what I mean? Protein is just the substance that contains all the nutrients in meat. That's all. Just like you say fiber, what's holding it? These cells, the fiber. It's holding the water, the cellulose, the sugar, the crap that's in there and the toxins. So, yeah, you can digest meat easily. Protein, meat, whatever you want to call it. So, high fat meat, and yeah, it's just better for you.
We see those eating omnivorous diets who are more than healthy longer term. But
they're more healthy longer term. They're not healthy. They're not healthy. You think they're healthy. They're not healthy. They're suffering. They're not healthy, dude. They're not healthy. And as you get older, your immune system is you're out of homeostasis. Your immune system is trying to control everything, but eventually you reach 40, 50, and the havoc just wreaks everywhere. Your body is no longer repair. The repair mechanism goes down. It's no longer helping you anymore.
If we are talking about proof that a meat-only diet is healthy longer term, then there is...
It's actually anti-aging too. Not only is your natural diet healthy for you, but it's anti-aging is too.
No proof other than anecdotes. Now...
No, your natural diet is proof enough. Natural diet is healthy for you. Natural is healthy for you. Anything unnatural is deemed unhealthy. See, like steroids. Steroids are unhealthy. Exercise is unhealthy. Working is unhealthy. All these things that you're doing, whatever it is you're doing, chemicals, spraying things, eating these weird concocted foods and everything is unhealthy. There you go.
SteakandButterGal waffles on for a good few minutes in her video, never really providing any proof.
I did. I provided the proof for it. Just go back there. It's the vegan compilation, okay?
But if we are talking about proof, then she has zero nutritional training and zero statistical training.
And why does she have to have nutritional training? That's man-made. That's fake as well. That doesn't exist in nature. That's the problem with these slaves. I swear, they all think they know something. The slave master has this guy so bought long time ago, dude.
What she is, unfortunately, is just a person who managed to clear...
Yes, that's our good little slave. Yes, repeat all the stuff that we have fucking brainwashed you with, slave. Yes, slave. Eat that slave diet. Think it make you believe, make believe it's healthy for you. Yes, even if it does say anti-nutrient in the report, it must be healthy. If
her
it's
acne on the diet, and then wants to tell the world that she knows best. And that is...
She's not telling the world anything. She's simply telling you things based on experience. This is what happened to these people.
Really the proof that she wants people to risk their health on. Anyhow, that's the end of...
She wants people to risk her health on what? To go back to homeostasis and eliminate all these problems? Man, this guy's crazy. He's crazier than the last time. Anyways, man, tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I just fucking hate these things. You know, just listening to these slaves, it's ridiculous. The GojiMan slave. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends. And yeah, tell me what you think about that. See you later. This is crazy.